welcome back to Arts and Craft with Miss Natoya. Today's art activity is going to be fun. And wait till you see what I have in store for you. I'm gonna give you a hint. It begins with the letter A and ends with the letter Z. What is that? I'll give you another clue. Now, Miss Natoya is not much of a singer, so please join me and help me once you figure out what it is that I'm singing. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and Y, and Z. Now I know my ABC. Next time, won't you sing with me? It is the alphabet, my favorite letters. We are going to do arts and craft today using the letters of the alphabet. That's going to be so cool. We're going to be using our hands, so we're going to get a little messy. Of course, it's arts and craft. So we're going to be putting paint on our hand, and we're going to make little prints that we are going to turn into some really fun characters using the letters of the alphabet. And I have a little prop. Look at this guy, to remind me of those letters, and it's going to remind you as well as we go through it. Now it's going to take a little while, so we're going to do some letters today and then we're going to continue tomorrow. So here are some materials that you're going to need. You are going to need a paintbrush. If you don't have a paintbrush, don't worry. You need safe washable paint. You need white paper. You need a paper plate, some water, and some paper towel. Okay, so go grab those things, set it up, and let's get started for arts and craft, alphabet letter, alphabet fun, alphabet art from A to Z. All right, let's go. So guys, we are ready to get started. Now, remember, before we get started, you should have some paper on a flat surface, whether it's the floor or the tabletop. And then you're going to place the paper that you're working with on top of the protective paper. This is just in case we spill or have a little accident. We don't want to make a mess. All right. Here's my paper plate, and I already put a few drops of paint that I'll be using for the different colors. And I have a little container with water and a paintbrush. I'm using a large one. If you don't have a paintbrush, or a large one to be exact, that's okay. We can use our finger to apply the paint on our hand. All right. And for a little bit later, I have some markers that I'll be using, and I'll place those to the side. Okay, so I'm going to place my paper right here. And the first thing I'm going to do is what begins the alphabet? The letter A, right? A. So I'm going to put A right here. And I'm going to take my brush, squeeze some of the water off. This is what I'm doing. You can take your hand as well and just squeeze it off. And I'm going to start with the color red. So I'm going to get some red. I don't need too much, just a little bit. I'm going to take my left hand, and in the palm of my hand, I'm going to start painting. Some more red paint. I'm going to get the entire hand. Alright. Now you need some paper towels on standby just in case, because we're going to need to take this red off and apply another color. But we'll be smart about it. So be quick with it, okay? Because we don't want the paint to dry. Now I'm going to turn my paper upside down. I'm going to place my hand right here and press it down because I want the print to be nice and clear and complete. Take my clean hand, place it here, and then quickly raise your hand up. Now, some spaces here are still very light, so I'm going to put some more paint on my hand, all right? That's because the paint dried a little too fast, and I didn't get enough time, so I'm just going to apply some more paint on my hand, all right, really quickly, so we don't want it to dry like it did before. And I'm going to try to place it right back in the same spot that I had my handprint before. Line it up, line it up. If this doesn't line up, it's okay. We're not going to be upset about that. We're just going to keep going. I'm just pressing my hand down, make sure I get all the paint off of my hand. Ah, that's a lot better, right? So that's A. But what does A stand for? A is for apple, right? Okay, so we're gonna make this guy look a little bit more like an apple. What do I need? I need a marker. I'm going to use my black Sharpie. And I'm going to, with my clean hand, you can do this afterwards too. I'm just going to show you an example. I'm going to make a stem at the top of my apple, like this. And I have a little bit of green paint, but I think I'm going to use my marker today. I'm going to use a green marker. So I just want to show you guys. And I'm going to make a leaf. Ta-da! So I have my apple. A for apple. Alright, and place that. Make sure to put the caps back on your markers and place them to the side. Now, what's after A? It's B. B is for bird. Now, I don't know if my hand is going to fit here. I don't think so. It might fit. But I'm going to put this guy to the side to dry. I'm going to grab another piece of paper. We're going to come back to B. Because I have red paint in my hand, I just want to continue with the red paint. That's all I'm doing, okay? So, I'm going to add some more red. Yes, more red. If you need to pour some more red, go right ahead and pour your red paint. Grab your brush and quickly paint your hand. So we're going to come back to B for bird, and we're going to go to C. Because I have red paint already on my hand, I might as well just continue with the red paint. And this one is going to be really cool, guys. Place that over to the side. And I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to place it like this. Aha, pick it up. Put some more red paint on my hand. I'm just putting red paint on my hand. And I'm going to flip it this way. Press it down. And then pick it up. What is that, Miss Natoya? We'll figure it out in a little bit. My thumbprint, I'm going to put some paint on my thumb. And I'm just going to put a little part right here. You'll understand why in a little bit. Can you see what it is? Not yet? Don't worry. So now I have my C. And guess what C is for? C is for crab. C-R-A-B. Crab. Now I know it doesn't look so much like a crab or lobster. And it's going to need some work. So I'm going to take a brush, a smaller brush like this, right? I'm going to get some more of that red paint. And I'm going to make a little claw right here. So now, how do we make a claw? Have you ever seen a claw? It's like a C. C is for claw as well. I'm going to make another one right here, but this time a little backwards, but it's all in the shape of a C. How are we doing? And I'm just going to fill in these little parts here that looks a little spaced out with the white. I'm going to fill it up with some red paint so my crab looks more like a crab. And where is there a crab? How about Mr. Crab from SpongeBob? You remember that guy, right? Mr. Crab? So that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to create Mr. Krabs. So I'm just filling it in with some red paint. You can skip this part if you like. I just don't like the white showing from my hands. Alright, that's enough. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? Just gotta do our best. But what is missing from my Mr. Krabs? Can you guess? What does Mr. Crab need? He needs eyes, right? So I'm gonna get a little bit of my white paint, but just a little drop. And we don't want to waste our paint. I'm gonna get some white, and right here where my thumbprints were, I'm gonna make a little drop of white, and another drop over here. And I'm gonna let that dry. So I'm gonna put my crab to dry. So I have A and I have C, but I have to move on to B. So I'm going to quickly wash my hand, get this red paint off, so that I can apply another color. Alright, so I'm going to give you a second or two to go wash your hands. So we are going to continue. So remember we started with A for apple, and what does B go with? B for bird. Yes, this time I'm going to use this hand. Now it's going to be a little tricky trying to put paint on this hand, but I think we can do it. Okay, I'm going to try to squeeze my hand into the side of the paper so I don't waste any paper. So with my brush, take the paint off. Make sure you have paper towel handy, okay? Just so that it makes it a little bit faster to get your hands clean and your brushes clean. So I'm going to get some yellow paint, and I'm going to try to put it on this hand. I know it's going to feel weird because, you know, you use the other hand. Or maybe it won't. Let me know. There's a little red in my brush, but that's okay. I'm just going to quickly put some yellow paint. I got to hold the paper plate down with the other hand. Now remember, we got to be a little quick with it because we don't want the paint to dry. Now, a quicker way to do this, if you have a lot of paper plates, you can actually just pour the paint out and then just take your hand and just put it right into your paint. I may need a little bit more yellow. So I'm going to put my brush down for a second. And I'm going to grab some yellow paint. This time, just to save some time, I'm going to pour the yellow paint on my hand. And I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to quickly put it on. Now, this is where it gets really messy. Right? Painting your hand, getting paint all over your hands. I don't know about you, but I actually like the way it feels in my hand. It feels really common and smooth. And I don't know, I like to get messy when it comes to painting. Alright, that's it. Quickly, place it onto the paper right next to your apple. Turn your hand this way. And plop. Ah. Then I have some space. And you know how I feel about the space, the white space. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to fill in this area. Now this is a tricky part since I still have paint in my hand, but I'm going to use my other hand. You can just wash your hand. If this is hard for you to do, wash your hand off and then come back in, pause the video, come back in and then fill it in. I'm just filling the parts that didn't get much paint and it's a little spaced out. Because this one is a little tricky because it's my other hand. And I'm right-handed, so I use my right hand. Alright, that looks a lot better. And I am going to add some more yellow at the top to make it look more like a bird. So right here, it's going to be the neck of my bird. So I'm going to squeeze it right here. Got a little bit of orange, and I'm going to make a beak. It's coming onto my little apple, but it's okay. I don't want to waste the paper. Get some more yellow. Steal some from my hand right here. I know, it's messy. It's okay, we like messy. Oh no, I got some orange. I can fix that with some yellow paint. Good thing about it is we can fix almost anything with some extra paint. Okay, put a little orange coming down. Some feathers. Alright, so that's my bird. Put my brush down. Now, I'm not mad at you if you need to take a break to go wash your hand. I'm just trying to save some time. So right here at the bottom of my bird, what does he need? He needs some legs. Some little pointy legs. Just little sticks right there for his legs. And then he needs an eye. As a little eye. I should actually use my paintbrush. Get it clean with some water or some paper towel. Pick up just a drop of black. And then put his little eye. Does it look like a bird? I think it looks like a bird. It looks like a really cool bird. And then I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to put B right here. So B for bird. We had A for apple. So now we have A and B. And Mr. Krabs should be dry, and I can add some dots for his eyes. Oh, that part looks a little wet still. So I'm going to use my brush. Might need to change your water soon too. Take up some black paint like we did before with the tip of our brush. And we got our crab, right? C for crab. How are we doing? Are we having fun with this? Because I am. So this hand is pretty much dry, as you can tell, right? My paint dry. So I'm going to use this hand since I have it free. I'm going to use it. So I am going to flip Mr. Krabs over because he's dry. And I'm going to use this clean hand to do my next one. So we did A, B, C. What's after C? D. And what is D for? I'm going to do a really cool one. So I have green paint. I'm going to paint my whole hand green. So that's all I'm doing. I'm painting my whole hand green. Grabbing as much of the green paint to cover the whole hand. Alright. And then I'm going to place it on my paper. Turn it upside down. Press your hands down. Pick it back up. And then you know what to do with the space that you have. I'm going to add some more green paint onto my, there we go. And I'm going to paint in the areas that are white. So did you figure out what D is for? That's green. He's big and loud, and he was around a very long time ago. Any ideas? Any guesses? Alright, give up. D is for dinosaur. Alright, so my dinosaur is going to have a long neck. It's a little squiggly line for a neck. Like that. Alright, so I'm going to put this guy to dry. And then we're going to add the eyes and face for my dinosaur. We can make a little hump right here too. Make him with a hump. So I'm going to put this guy to dry. Actually, it's drying pretty fast. I don't know about yours. So I can actually put his eye. Alright? What if I take some more green and put some more humps on his back? So he can really look like a cool dinosaur. Alright, he looks like a cool dinosaur. I think so. Alright, so that's my dinosaur. And I'm gonna write the D up here. I didn't put D. And D is for dinosaur. I can't spell today. Forgive Miss Natoya. Dinosaur. Alright, so we have to take a break again because we have to go wash our hands. Oh man, it's so messy. I have both of my hands that's messy. I don't want to confuse you, dinosaur. Let's go wash these hands and get ready for the next one. And what's after D? E. E is my favorite letter because it's for my favorite animal. We'll see when we come back, guys. So I'm back and I actually started painting my hand. So how do I make gray? Do you know? I mix black with some white. So black and white makes the color gray. Now if the gray is too dark, you add some more white. If it's too light, you add some more black. So all I'm doing right now is I'm painting my hand in the gray color that I mixed black and white together. And we finished the last time with the letter D for dinosaur, and we're going to do E. And E is for my favorite animal, the elephant. Alright, so that's what I'm working on right now. We are going to paint an elephant with our handprint. So now that it's all covered in gray, put my brush to the side, onto the paper, and I'm going to press my hands down like that. Alright, and gently pick it up. And with the spots that's in the middle, I'm going to take some more paint and I'm just going to fill in this spot right here. Just that area. Now, elephants have a long trunk, so I'm just going to add that part right there. And what else do elephants have that are pretty distinctive, like something that you know elephants to have? One of their features are really big ear. So I'm adding an ear with some darker color right here. And I'm also added a tail with some black paint. How does my guy look? Does he start to look like an elephant? I think he looks like an elephant. He looks really cool. So guys, that's it for today's video. We did A, B, C, D, and E. E for elephant. Until the next video, we're going to continue with F and G and all the other letters. Alright, to be continued. So guys, did you have a lot of fun with this activity? Because I had a lot of fun. Yes, it got a little messy and we got paint all over our hands, but don't worry, we can wash that off, and you should be washing your hands, of course. So what were some of your favorite parts of this activity? Did you enjoy it? Did you miss a few steps? Let me know. I need to know. Be sure to hashtag your arts and craft activities so that I can see how well you've done. Alright? And go work on your alphabet, because we should be learning while we're home, right? And we never ever want to forget these awesome letters, right? Remember to stay inside and stay safe, and remember to wash your hands. Keep these hands nice and clean, because we don't want to spread any germs to anyone and anywhere. Alright? Until next time, bye guys. Be good and be safe.